Thanks so much for joining us at 9. I'm Mark McPherson. The Platteville School District canceled all classes today after a student got online messages of a potential threat at their school. The threat was found not credible, and officials say there was never an actual bomb threat towards the school. Our Ashley Wheel has been following this story and joins us now live in studio with the details.
That's right. I want to break down what we know right now. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says a Platteville student received a message on a social media app called Telegram. I talked on the phone with the sergeant leading this investigation today, who says that there were actually multiple messages sent between this student and the person who made the threat. The student then reported this threat to the school district yesterday, who contacted law enforcement. The investigation found no credible threat, but it did show that the student was being extorted by the person online. Officials are now hoping to raise awareness on the importance of reporting concerning information.
Was presented one way, but it turned out it was something completely different. So, it's why it's important that we get notified so we can, get working on it for them.
The Grant County Sheriff's Office is continuing to look into a school threat turned extortion investigation.
Each of these types of incidents are, different and challenging in their own ways.
Extortion, sextortion, they have really significant consequences.
Trish Kilpin, Executive Director of the Office of School Safety, says incidents like this should be taken seriously.
Swatting, extortion, those are really serious events that are impacting our schools, and our school administrators have to manage as best they can.
She says prevention is crucial to keep students safe.
Kids, school staff, parents, they should be able to count on their kid coming home safe at the end of a day. One of the things that parents need to know is that we solve this together as a community.
One tool is SUSO, or Speak Up, Speak Out Wisconsin, where people can report school or student-related concerns.
No concern is too small.
But parents also need to pay attention to their kids' actions and behavior.
We have to be paying attention to our youth, to their relationships, to the spaces that they're entering online, to their social relationships live, in person, in their schools.
I also think it's important that, parents try to understand what their children are doing on social media.
The Sheriff's Department says that it was very important that the student did report what was happening to trusted adults so officials could investigate the situation. In this incident, officials decided to close down the school district, a decision that Kilpin says schools don't take lightly and is dependent on what information is known at that time and the circumstances around the incident. Live in studio, Ashley Wheel, WMTV 15 News.
Ashley, thank you. Speak Up, Speak Out Wisconsin also hit a major milestone recently with the Office of School Safety receiving its 20,000th tip. Kilpin says this shows that schools, families, and kids are leaning into that tool and trusting it. Speak Up, Speak Out started in the fall of 2020.